Oh wow, that's a lot of loot. So you wanna climb the Tower of Barbs, right kiddo? Well, you can't do that without climbing past floors 1 to 10. For the purpose of these videos, I've decided to create a new account for you guys, so I'll be able to emulate the struggles you guys go through. So that being said, here are my tips for anyone struggling to climb floors 1 to 10. Always fight enemies one-on-one when possible. You can do this by luring them away either by sight or sound. If the enemy is blocking during your combo, stop attacking because most of the time they will survive the last strike and they will attack you as soon as your combo ends. When fighting hover tubers, it's best to just go close and bait out their melee attacks until they do the floor drill attack. As soon as they do this, dodge so you can counterattack. Keep your distance when this is happening because this attack hurts like a truck. Dodging is primarily for ranged attacks. For melee attacks, run away to avoid the enemy's swing. Speaking of dodging, when fighting haters, it's always a good idea to be on the defensive. Just dodge their attacks, then look for an opportunity to attack. For specific tips on this, just watch my other Hangman'S Handbook video regarding haters. If you're still leveling up your character, and you encounter a consumable you can't pick up, just eat it, and you'll gain some bonus XP. When leveling up your characters, prioritize health, strength, and dexterity stats because they will give you the most value. Level up your Fist's mastery to at least level 8 so that you can block attacks without the need of a weapon. In the early stages of the game, I can't stress enough how important it is to keep upgrading your gear, so get to upgrading as soon as you have the materials. In your climb, inventory management is important. Before anything else though, make sure that you have 2 reliable weapons and a full set of armor with around half, or if you can, full durability. It's okay to swap out your gear with damage weapons you pick up so you can save the durability, but as a best practice, always make sure that you're not using gear that is blinking red, because their effectiveness is decreased by how damaged they are. Okay, onto the actual inventory management. In my experience, I find it optimal to be carrying around a maximum of 6 pieces of weapons and an armor set containing my helmet, pants, and shirt. As for the remaining inventory slots, try to fill them up with materials with the following priority: tuber or boss metals, metal, copper, oil, wood, aluminum, and fiber. As for the fiber, focus on getting as much cotton and leather you can get because those are used for most early upgrades. The prioritization is based on how many recipes require these materials, and as far as I know, metal is the highest demand. I prioritize tuber metals above that, however, because they can be quite rare when climbing the tower, so pick them up whenever you see them. As for the boss metals, the Candle Wolf and Milk Blue metals are the rarest ones in the floors, so try to get as much as you can. I didn't include consumables in inventory management because I recommend getting the mosquito decal as soon as you can so you can get away with not carrying any healing items in your inventory. If you do find yourself getting hit a lot, you may want to consider leaving a slot or 2 for consumables. If you want to try farming kill coins and spilithium in the TDM, it's always a good idea to attack the bases with low ranks so you can get a sure win. When fighting bone tubers, it's always a good idea to block its attack then stun lock it with your combos. Alternatively, you can run to dodge its attacks instead of blocking through the combo. Always make sure that you're doing quests as soon as you can. It's just good practice so that you'll always get something extra while you're climbing. Speaking of quests, I can show you how to do the 10 perfect blocks in a row quest easily. First, level up the hot iron weapon to level 6. Afterwards, look for a screamer. Just perform the alternate attack as soon as you see the enemy performing an attack. You're welcome on the free death medal. When fighting Cohen, focus on hitting him once whenever he finishes his combo. Also watch out whenever he does his ground pound attack because it sometimes causes debris to fall from the ceiling. Repeat until dead. As for Jindai, just hide from her while slowly getting closer to her until she attempts to teleport away. As soon as you see her do this animation, run to her and get an attack off before going back to cover. If you're out in the open and she's shooting at you, do your best in running perpendicularly from the bullet's path. You can get away with dodging one of her bullets, but if other bullets are heading towards you, they will hit you. Keep an eye on the laser targeting on you so you can easily locate her. If there are no lasers on you, it means that she doesn't have line of sight on you. Also, watch out when she fires bombs which have a delay before they explode. I believe they also explode if you step on them. Once her health is low enough, she will begin to teleport to the second floor. Just head on up there and once again, repeat until dead. I don't have to tell you this, but these circular rooms are trap rooms which activate once you open one of the chests. Just be prepared to fight if you want the loot. If you complete 5 stamps in a row, you get a free death medal, so get those stamps whenever you see them. As soon as Hernia is unlocked, keep checking out what it offers daily. Purchase as much materials that are sold for kill coins because it will really help you out in the future. When passing through this hallway, which spits out fire, try to go to the side where the fire is coming from. That way, you know how close you can get to the fire without being burnt. With this knowledge, try to time your movement accordingly to not get burnt like how I did here. As for the reversal tuber, just wait for it to attack, dodge, and hit its back. Repeat until dead. When in this tile set, watch out for this gap on the floor. Yeah, this gap is evil and will most probably mean certain death if you don't watch out. As for the boss area, it's pretty straightforward. Try not to fall off as you platform across 2 trains. As for the saw blade card, just pass exactly where I pass and you should be fine. Now for the final boss fight of this area, Max is just a more powerful Cohen. Just watch out for the following attacks and react accordingly. He can fire his drill arm towards you, so just run perpendicular to its path and you'll be good. For the double smash attack, he has a bit more range than Cohen, so you may want to run to the right then to the left to dodge this. As always, you're going to want to not be greedy and hit him too much like how I do right here, because it'll end up with you getting hit. Also, please be careful of the electric fences. It deactivates if you touch it, but yeah, be careful. Also, there are 3 animations where you can completely attack him for free. This slow turning animation, this stunt where he stomps on the ground, and this one where he slowly walks from one point to another. For these floors, I'd like to give my weapon recommendations. My top 3 would be the hammer, fireworks launcher, and the red hot iron. I'd also like to give an honorable mention to the crossbow. I like the hammer because it's got a basic combo pattern and if you can get 3 hits off, it deals a ton of damage. Additionally, you can use the alternate attack as a replacement for the 3rd hit and it'll deal a lot of damage. The fireworks launcher is a decent weapon as soon as you level up the mastery to level 6 because the bullets can just stun lock some enemies. It also helps with fighting hover tubers. The rage move also deals a ton of damage at a large area, but do try to be careful when using this since the explosion can also hit you. The hot iron is the best for me because it's a reliable weapon to level up as you climb the tower. The multiple hits from the steam shred the enemy armor and it doesn't really have a combo. You can just keep attacking indefinitely as long as you have the stamina. The alternate attack can also get you out of some close range situations as long as you time it right. Lastly, it's worth mentioning the crossbow because it can deal a lot of quick damage from afar given that the enemy is not blocking. Also, the rage move deals a lot of damage when you're close to the enemy for just 1 rage point. I think that about covers it for these floors. If you're stuck somewhere or if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below. I'll probably gather them up and answer them in another video. I hope this guide helped you in your climb, but most importantly, I hope you enjoyed watching. Not gonna lie, it feels good and nostalgic to start again and I'm looking forward to recording for the succeeding floors. Anyways, that's all for me. Once again, I hope you enjoyed and I'd like to thank you for watching. Bye bye. So, I hope you all were entertained by that video. Click here if you want to watch another video of mine, which is selected by the magical YouTube algorithm. Please don't forget to gently click that like and subscribe button if you liked my content. Thank you very much for watching and I'll be seeing you guys. Bye bye.